Ben Smith.
Oh, there he is.
Legend. Are
What's
you
up, guys?
kidding me? Okay. Now
Thank you, dear.
I can leave. Bye, guys. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Thank you, Danielle.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danielle Brandon. Woo, Ben Smith. What's up, baby?
What's going on?
Thanks for doing this, buddy.
What'd I miss?
We're just
Yvonne wants to smell Rich Froning's toe spacers.
that is a total mischaracterization of, not that I want to. Ben,
Yes.
CrossFit Games champ.
And
Two-
coach champ of a coach of a champ.
Mm-hmm.
2000 what, 15?
You talking about me? Yeah.
Yeah.
2015 for me.
And your first games was when?
2009
At the ranch.
at the ranch. Yeah, the third one they had at the ranch.
What place did you take?
Oh, I'd have to go 60 something behind Pat Sherwood.
No shit.
Yeah,
Does he remind you of that every time he sees you?
he should.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
what
were
a-
the same regional together. It was pretty cool.
Hey,
He was-
why aren't you why has it been so long since you've done your podcast?
We just been busy training, busy. We got our my wife and I have our second baby due
Oh,
next month, so just been busy at the gym. I got a long list of things to catch up on since the games are over. So
Are you guys going to keep doing them?
we'll see. I don't know. I'd like to, but kind of run out of stuff to talk about.
No,
You guys,
no,
what
no.
do you do? You're on all the time. You're talking to someone all the time. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Ben, you have plenty to talk about and people want to hear it. Keep doing it, dude. I went over there today and I'm like, oh shit, it's been a long time, right?
It's been a while. Yeah. We really just have been training a lot with the team. The team was down. Laura and Gabby were here. Christoph was here. We had a few of the guys, the European guys, come by and stop by for a few weeks on their way to the games, and it was just kind of like training camp for a few months. So it's pretty busy. Didn't have a lot of time for it.
What kind of people are attracted to Krypton as a as a place to come train and prep for the games, semifinals, open? What type of people?
I mean, we've never turned anybody down, so whoever asked, kind of open to whoever wants to come.
Is it a motley crew? Is it a quirky crew? I think of it. I mean, I see Danny Spiegel. I see your brother. I see Laura Horvath. There's more too, right? You got Adam Klink there. It seems like it's just this really eclectic group.
Sure.
Of
Is that what you think? What's your perspective?
Of people? I do. That's what I think. I think it's just this crazy eclectic group of kind of like misfits or outsiders or renegades. Or it's like the fucking A-team. You got like a Murdoch and you got like a Hannibal. You got the Mr. T and you got the Face Man. Do you remember that show, the A-team?
I remember. I never watched it, but yeah, I remember the name.
No, it's a little before your time.
It might have been before me.
I'll send you the DVDs. It's good.
All right.
So
The
I just
VHS.
want, like I'm trying to figure out. So can you tell me your origin story with Laura Horvath? How your guys' path crossed?
Yeah, I'm just on because you can't have Laura on, right?
No, I couldn't have Laura on. I couldn't have
This
Klink
is as
on.
close
and
as he can
that you're after Klink too, Ben.
Oh, he's running that race this weekend.
I know, crazy, right?
Yeah, he's crazy. He's going after it again. I hope he can finish. We met. We did team series. I think it was 2018 or 2019. Alec had invited her to the gym, and I think she wanted to do team series, and I didn't want to or something. And we ended up partnered up and doing team series. And a couple years later,
So she was friends with Alec. He brought her to Krypton, and then you guys hit it. You ended up being on the team with her.
Alec's the social one. He's the social butterfly. He brings everybody to the gym.
Keeps the business running.
Yeah.
Takes care of the brand.
For sure. So we did team series together, and that was the first time we had met. And then I think I saw her there was some qualifier for the games. I think it was the COVID year, where she didn't do well in a workout, and I don't think she made it to the next stage or whatever. And I reached out to her and just said, if there's anything I can do to help, love to work together. I mean,
so you liked her, you dug her, and you saw potential.
You for sure. She was first year. She finished second place, and you're like, where'd this girl come from? What's she doing? And and she came by the gym. She just crushed me in the team series that year. I'm like, yeah, she's got what it takes to win. Like, you see it right away, and And then I was like, anything I can do to help. And, we ended up, training together, and I say we're more like training partners, more than anything, more than like a coach or whatever. It's just been good and just kind of gone from there.
We'll come back to Laura. I was outside the stadium, and I started hearing rumblings that Ben Smith had hurt himself. And I then saw you come out of the North Park underneath the bleachers, and you were sitting in a car, and I came over to you, and you looked like you were in pretty bad shape. Can you tell us what happened there?
I was an idiot and tried to re-rack a jerk or something like that. Nobody does that. I re-racked a jerk, and my knee popped. I don't know what happened. It's
a failed jerk. A failed jerk. You mean?
Failed jerk. So
okay.
I tried to catch it. Left arm buckled, and then I tried to re-catch it for some reason, like thinking that I'm gonna hit the lift after I just missed the lift, because they only give you a 20-second window. And knee popped, kind of locked up on me. It felt like when you roll your ankle, like it just immediately starts swelling. And I felt it right away, and I knew something was up. It kind of worried me a little bit. So, that was about it. But they were able to get me back there and check it out. And personally, if it was me, I'd have called it. I'd have been out. There's no way I would have wanted to go try to compete the rest of the weekend. But
what was the diagnosis?
So they were able to they did x-rays, and I was good. Nothing, like they were afraid there was like a, patellar, there could be like a fracture or something there. And then they were able to do ultrasound, and they could see like a tear in my patellar tendon underneath my kneecap. It was just like one specific spot. They were able to pinpoint it and check it out and see it. So that was actually pretty cool. They could do that. But so partially torn patellar tendon, I guess.
Painful when it happened?
It was painful. It kind of just locked up on me, and then I couldn't really put much weight on it for a little bit, but kind of limping, couldn't really walk well, hard to bend it. And then it hurt bad when I was trying to run that 5K after that.
And you're saying that if this would have been an individual comp, you would have pulled yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. There was no point in kind of suffering through the rest of the weekend. But the team wanted to keep going, and they were up for like, hey, if you need to slow down, fine. We just kind of want to move on. We're able to make the cuts. We want to keep competing. We trained together for this. Like, we're all here for this. Let's try to keep doing what we can do. And just didn't want to let the team down. It's different being a team, man.
God, dude, if I'm on your team though, if I knew that, I'm struggling to. This is after that happened.
Yeah, the next event was a 5K run. I was worried.
And what happened during that 5K run? Were you able to do it?
Yeah, hobbled through it. Oh, I had to squat on one leg. Yeah.
Dang.
My left leg was so sore after that weekend.
How is it now? How are you now?
It feels okay. It feels all right. It's like any hard weight bearing on that side. I can't run or jump on it. But like if I don't have pain when I'm walking, I don't have pain like all the time. So it's definitely healed. I haven't done anything since the games. This is the longest I've not worked out since I got married, and we went on a honeymoon for a week, and I didn't work out at all. That was the last time I had not worked out a week in the last 15 years of doing CrossFit.
You're not doing nothing? You're not doing some grippers, some pull-ups, nothing?
Nothing, just coaching. Did a little bit of coaching. So
what's the plan? Will that thing just heal by itself?
I was told like 12 weeks, 12 to 18 weeks, something like that. I've never had to sit out that long. So I don't know. We'll see. Work back into it, do some physical therapy, and see if I can get it, get a rehab so I can start working out again at the gym, because I miss the community. I miss the, putting on a training session and training with friends,
Was that weird when I gave you a bar?
When you gave me a bar? No.
That wasn't weird?
No.
Okay, good.
I don't think so.
Okay, good. Because I was like, oh shit, they're going to take this guy away, and he's not going to be able to eat for a long time.
I appreciate it. It was very kind of you.
Oh, okay, good. Because you looked at me like I handed you the bar, and I was like, this is kind of weird. Well, they're driving him away in a car, and I run him down. I think I run you down. It was an afterthought, and I had a Quest bar in my bag, and I hand it to you, and you're like,
hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Did you eat it?
No, I didn't.
Oh. What happened to it?
Threw it away.
I don't know. I think I left it back there with some stuff in the diagnosis area or wherever it was.
Okay, good. That's horrible for you. It's like eating plastic. it seems to be a big topic of conversation this year about when someone's injured, whose determination it is that they stay in or get pulled out. Like, should it be up to the doctors or should it be up to the athletes? Did you run into any of that? Like, we heard a lot about that. You know, during semifinals, there was like Corone and someone else, I can't remember. And then
like the minimum work requirement argument.
I think that is part of it also. But also like with like, hey, is Roman too injured to do anything? Are we putting him in jeopardy of making things worse? Is it our responsibility or his responsibility? Like, did they try to pull you out and you're like, no, I'm staying in?
He was the doctor that was helping me out. He was worried. He mentioned it a few times, but I feel like it should be up to the athlete, shouldn't it?
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't have a really strong opinion on it. I just know, just in fighting, if you could say certain things, like I think in a fight, if you say, I can't see out of this eye, they stop the fight right then and there.
Okay.
So I don't know what
it's a little different.
Well, yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Chase. Wait, jump in. I don't really have a strong opinion on it.
Okay. So if you're in fighting, right,
Yeah.
if you can't see out of your right eye, then you can't block a punch that could potentially cause serious injury to you, because you're fighting a person and you cannot control their actions of what they do to you. If you're an athlete on the field of play and you can decide and dictate your own movements and intensity, right?
Oh, right.
That's a good point.
You make the choice there.
You mean it's not like football where someone else can make your shit, where in CrossFit you're totally
Right.
in control.
Right.
You're
Exactly.
choosing to hurt yourself.
Yeah. You can run
Yeah,
slow on a 5K versus like, I don't know, you have to outrun this lion in this cage tunnel. It's like, now you're really going to hurt yourself to try not to get caught. So I think when you're in a position like this, and I'm looking at it from an athlete's perspective, I was like, I want to make my own call. Right. And if you look at the history of the games, there's not one single decision I think ever made by CrossFit of pulling an athlete that went over well with anybody.
It's curious that after Corone, it took such a hard switch. I feel like at the games, it was literally, you can break your leg, and if you still want to do it, you can. Because that's literally what happened. And like Corone was like, I'm good, man. I just don't want to do a ring muscle up. And then they were like, nope. It was such a hard
less injury
switch.
and more of this spirit of competition continue to work rule. Which,
How do you mean?
well, they didn't disqualify him for medically. They disqualify him because he didn't meet the effort rule.
He tried to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not taking it away from him. I'm just saying the rule that they leaned on wasn't a medical withdrawal.
Oh, it wasn't? What was the rule? What was the rule?
It was the rule where you have to like continuously put forth a reasonable amount of effort.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Which is I'm okay with that rule too. I'm okay with whatever they choose. As long
I'm not okay with that rule.
You're not okay with that rule that you have
I'm
to
not
put in?
okay with that.
No, because it's too subjective.
Yeah, just black and white. Hey, if you want to take event 7 off, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I
podium or win or qualify.
I guess I
for
see your
the
point too.
games.
I don't have a problem with what Raw did, Pat Barber did, or Catron did. I don't have a problem with that. Do you remember
Right.
the Raw didn't do the snatch in the semi regionals? What?
She won the games because of it.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a problem with any of that strategy, Ben? That it's like, okay, hey, I'm fucking not like. Remember that year it was a double workout and Pat Barber just didn't do one of them really.
Triple workout.
yeah, that's strategy, right? There were 3 of them. Yeah, there were 3 of them back to back to back, and my youngest brother Dane did that one time in Dubai.
Oh yeah.
Did it work out? Did it work out?
Yeah,
for him?
they were like back to back workouts, and they pay people $3,000 for a win, so he just didn't do the first one and then smashed the second one.
Did he win it?
Yeah,
Yeah, bitching.
worth it.
Hey, any chance you'd go to Wadapalooza?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, chance for sure.
No,
See
but
if
I
I
mean
can-
to compete.
To compete. I mean, I don't know. We did team. We tried to do team last year. I don't even remember last year. Yeah, we tried to do team last year. Sure.
But it would be 16. 16. If you take 12 to 16 weeks off now, that won't give you much time.
Yeah, no. So it'd be. I'm just taking time off right now. I'm not really thinking about training. Not thinking about competing. I haven't put any thought towards what's next, other than kind of what's in front of me right now, which I've never done before. So
Coaching and a baby.
coaching, baby. Yeah, gonna work with the local. There's a there's a team down the street here, baseball team, going to work with the local high school team for a little bit, train them for the off season. So I'm looking forward to that.
Define down the street, because Caleb's definition of down the street is 45 minutes away.
45 seconds down the street.
There you go.
Yeah.
Caleb's like, I haven't been to Krypton yet. I live so close. We're like,
Right
how
down the
close?
street.
He's like 40 minutes.
Apparently Caleb is also down the street from you.
I'm so close, dude. I'm like
Come
literally.
on by. Come on by.
I'm across the bridge from you. Like
Yeah.
I'm really close.
Yeah. Hop, skip, and a jump.
And Rogue's totally out of the question. I mean, that's like tomorrow.
Yeah.
When is
No,
Rogue?
no.
October.
I can't. I can't do that.
And you can't even go there, even if just to watch as like a former games athlete and sign autographs because you got a baby coming. I mean, you're home.
Yeah, I'll be here for a little while.
You're grounded.
Yeah.
You know if you got a boy or a girl?
We don't know. So
You don't-
Oh, good for
What do you have
yeah.
already?
we have a little girl. She
Yeah.
just turned 4.
She's 4?
I know.
Dude.
Yeah.
I
Goes
thought
so
she was
quick,
like
man.
2.
Are you liking the parenting thing?
Loving it. It's
Yeah,
the best.
it's cool.
Loving
Good.
it. Yeah.
You got
So
grandparents?
much fun. It's just gotten better and better, you know. You just get to see all the different phases, and now it's like, you know, now I get to explain everything, and she's asking more questions and interactive. She's so much fun. I love it. I love it.
And are your parents nearby?
They are. Yeah, we're all pretty close. Everyone, my brothers are here. The gym's right down the street. We're all within, you know, we're all actually close right down the street.
Yeah, that's a good life. You know, I asked your brother at the games. I said, "Hey, does it concern you when you see your brother hurt?" Because I have 3 boys, and if one of them gets hurt, the other 2 get very, very tense.
Yeah.
He
Because
said-
did they do it?
No. Like if let's say like we were at a jiu-jitsu tournament, one of the boys got arm barred and like his elbow hyperextended his elbow, and the other 2 like come over to him and start crying and holding him. And I asked your brother, I'm like, "Are you tripping that your brother's hurt?" He's like, "Nah." I'm like, "But it's your older brother." He's like, "Nah."
Yeah, I don't know. I worry about them. So yeah.
You do worry about them?
Oh, for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
That makes me
I
feel
watched
better.
Dane, my youngest brother, play baseball, and he tore his shoulders up, you know, running the bases, and had to watch that. That was hard. But yeah, no, I worry about them for sure.
How do you
get that, I guess.
How do you tear your shoulders up running the bases?
Dislocated shoulders from diving head first.
Ooh.
Madman. When you're a madman on the bases like that, you can mess yourself up pretty good.
Is that Dane?
Yeah.
Yeah, that checks.
Dane is the full send Smith.
Full send. Full send.
Ben,
Always
Ben,
has been.
Ben, do you have an agent?
No.
No. Did you ever have an agent? When you after you won the games in 2016, did you feel some sort of
15.
But you won the games in 2015, and then the following year in 2016, did you feel some sort of pressure that you didn't feel the year before?
No,
I
didn't.
How was
No, I
that
thought I did.
possible?
I thought I was actually much happier with 2016 when I thought I actually did better. I was I don't know, maybe I'm weird. I've always one of the athletes that I do want to win, right? I went to competitions to win, but you know you can only compete at the level at which you train. So it's like I train myself to be the best version of myself, and I know that if I go out there on the game day, I'm healthy, I can compete, I have the right mindset. You know, ended up winning that year. Like you know you can do it. And then the next year, I just was more consistent. That was all. All the events were more consistent. You can look at my finishes; I thought they were better. You know, but ended up finishing second instead of first. And you know, the outcome is what it is, and all you can control is the effort that you put in. So I was pretty happy with that. Otherwise, you drive yourself crazy. I mean, the sport's brutal. You're training harder than, I would argue, you're training harder than any other sport on the planet.
100%.
I would argue. I mean, the physical part of it and the mental part of it, and how you just prepare for that one competition a year. That's kind of, you throw all your chips in that one competition. I don't see anything harder than it. I don't know. It might be I'd love to hear other people's opinions. Everybody says MMA might be harder, or, like a triathlon training or something like that, but it's just so different. It's different.
Not triathlon trading.
Yeah. I don't know. What else might be harder? You guys tell me.
It's interesting. Hey, I watched
The Tour de France I think is the single most hardest thing to go through.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
one
Cycling,
thing.
something like that.
But training just the training year round, I would agree 100%. Like this is my profession. This is what I do.
And
I don't think any. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, if it's like you can really hyper focus on it and it becomes this thing where it's just not healthy. And I really think that athletes have to have something else that they do. They have to have hobbies. They have to have a job. They have to have family, something. Like you got to have something outside of the gym. Outside of CrossFit
Games specific athletes, you mean, or just all athletes?
CrossFit Games specific athletes.
Do you think
Otherwise,
that goes
it's like
more
you
for
make it your job? Sorry, go ahead.
Do you think that goes more for the top of the spear or just all the way down the chain?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you get near the top, you realize what you have to sacrifice to get to the top, to get a little bit higher. And, you know, it's a hard, you don't really balance. You can't balance it that well. Like you have to, it's almost like you have to have other things that you're doing. It's hard mentally. It's difficult. Yeah, I mean, athletes get it, but I don't know who else gets it.
Meaning, we were talking about this, I can't remember, a few shows back, meaning each year you do the games, shit starts getting a little weirder and weirder. Like eventually you're like only drinking out of glass, and if under no circumstance do you stay up past 8 o'clock, and you no longer drink anything with cans that have BPA in them. I mean, you're just fucking doing everything to wrench down and get micro, right? Like you're anything, right? You change your toothpaste 12 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's where like one side of the spectrum can completely be, right? You can go that whole route. But there's an argument, like I would make the argument, like, I don't know how much of that's super helpful. You know, like there's a buffer, there's a window in there where you should sit where it's all right. I'm a little bit more sane in this place. And that's kind of where I've always tried to be my whole career.
How do you think Laura manages?
What's that?
How do you think Laura manages? Because she never seems down, really. Like she always seems.
That's what I think
happy.
her strength. That's where I think her strength is. So that's what I think.
Is mental.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she's pretty. I see a lot of athletes do a lot of this back there.
Mm-hmm.
I do not see her do that. I see her like this.
She has fun.
Yeah, and you know, same with Colton. Colton Mertens was one of the most fucking emotionally disciplined athletes. When I first met him, I thought that's just the way he is. He's just quirky, and something's like maybe he's just that part of his brain doesn't exist. But no, that fucking thing exists, and he works on it to keep that thing in.
Yeah.
in
I
check.
think you get there training. You get there through your training, your preparation. All that's really important, and it matters. And you just get in the right headspace, and you get in the right flow with the months leading up to the competition, and it just carries right over. And it's not as hard. It's not as difficult.
Did you know that I called Laura? Did I tell you that?
I saw it.
Oh, you did see it.
Yeah, I did. I don't know why you did that. Okay. You don't need to replay it though.
Don't need to?
No, you really don't need to replay it.
Okay. Now tell me, just between me and you, give me some advices. You think that was pretty? You think that was a step backward in our relationship?
Yeah.
I feel like it was a step forward, but I'm totally open to misreading her. I'm totally.
You ever seen the movie Meet the Parents?
With Robert De Niro, a long time ago.
When he's talking about his like circle of trust, and you're outside the circle of trust.
Oh, I don't remember that, but go on. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It was funny. That's what I thought of when I thought of that.
Yeah, part of me is like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Not going to be good.
On a 1 to 10, 1 it was a bad idea, 5 it was a wash, and 10 it was fucking brilliant. Like she probably is gonna send me flowers for my birthday. Where do you think it was? You think 5? You think it's a wash, or you think it was?
No, it's down there.
It's below a 5. I went down.
It's below 5. Yeah. It didn't help your cause.
Is there anything he can do to help his cause?
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Hey, you know what's crazy is like I just don't believe you. I cannot accept that.
That's fine. You don't have to.
Okay, good.
You don't have to.
Should call her again, just to be sure.
God, I can't accept it. When does the Krypton 2024 games camp begin? Like, when should people start showing up And where do you live? Virginia?
Yeah.
When should people start showing up at Caleb's house so that they can start training at Krypton?
Yeah, right down the street. I know the girls are coming back for train a little bit for Rogue, or as far as I know. That's about all I know.
The girls meaning her and Gabby.
Yeah.
And is Clink in your hood too?
No, he's in Texas. So he moved down to Texas a few years ago. He works for BPN. Does a lot of running, got really skinny comparatively to how he was. But now he's running that 100-mile race at Leadville. So he did it last year, and then this is his second year going for it.
Is he your friend?
Yeah.
I mean, like you'd call him and be like, dude, did you see that?
Yeah, we talk all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he was the head coach of the gym at Krypton for 8 years. So yeah, good dude. We love all those guys.
He does look skinny now.
What are you talking about? He looks huge to me.
Oh, you didn't. I mean, go back and watch him, man. Like
look at that.
That's Adam Klink that I know. That guy.
That was when he ran the 5-minute mile and did the 500-pound back squat in the same day.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Sevan, I know she hates you. Dude, you're crazy. In the interview, you ask about boyfriend. What when she was on the show? Okay. Yeah. So what? She was breaking up with some CF guy in Hungary. She didn't hate me for that. She likes me for it. I was counseling her. Will you put in a good word for me, Ben?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like maybe something like hey, it's just lost in translation. It's just American culture to cold call people halfway across the world on your podcast. God, that was a douche move. All right, I'm fucked. All right, I accept it. It was a douche move. I was feeling so cocky, like fuck you. You can't blow me. And then as soon as she answered, I crumbled.
It's all right. You'll have another shot, I'm sure.
Okay. Is she gonna win the games next year?
She could. I don't see why not. She still wants it, so she wants to do it more than once. I know that. That's about all I know.
Those what do you think about do you have any thoughts on Tia coming back after the baby?
No, that'd be crazy. But don't put it past her at all.
And it would make for a great it would be great for the fans to watch sort of those two go head to head, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. Gentlemen, do you want to say anything to the wounded and healing CrossFit Games champ?
Hey, man, good luck with number 2 on the way.
Yeah, thanks. I
Good
know.
for you.
That's what we're focused on. So looking forward to it.
Man defense.
I know, right?
Mr. Young, any final words, parting words from Mr. Smith?
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, for sure, guys.
Appreciate you.
Thanks.
All right, dude. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Talk to you soon. Thanks for your time.
All right. See you guys.
Ciao.
Later, dude.
Yep.
Ben Smith.